guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing good. For those of you who are new to my channel, hi, I'm Shreya and I'll be really happy if you'll take a moment and subscribe to my channel. So, I've been planning to make a video on this topic from a very long time now, but then for some reason I was just not able to. But anyhow, now that I'm here, I can finally talk about it. And I remember you all were asking me about my course, which college had I gone for, even though I have already talked about it in my previous videos. But this video is specifically for the students who would be coming here for 2024 intake or who would be coming here for upcoming intakes, and hopefully this video would eventually be very informative for you all. I will try my best to make this video as informative as I can. I'm just going to share my experience and what I have learned from experience, and for sure this is going to be helpful for you, because not only am I going to talk about my experience, but I'm going to talk about few benefits as well, which as international students you can avail once you land here in Canada. So like I said, okay, let me just start from the very beginning. I landed in Canada on March 27th, 2022. Means it's already over 1.5 years that I'm here. And trust me, I know the struggle. I know when I was back in India in a stage wherein I was just wondering which college should I go for, which course should I go for, which province should I go for, because we all know in Canada we have got a few provinces, so it's very different. Every province is different from one another. For some reason I was sorted. I was like, I'm gonna go to Ontario, that to Toronto only. But obviously right now I'm not in Toronto, I am living in Mississauga, but still it's nearby, so that's fine. And I was back in India and I was in this stage when I was doing my research. I still remember I was like, can someone please help me out? I can't do it. I mean, back in that stage I was like, there's a lot to do. I have to do my research, I have to start everything from the basics. I have to figure out which province do I want to go for, which college do I have to go for, whether I want to go to a college or I want to go to a university, and whether I can even afford that much or not. I mean, my parents can afford that much or not, because obviously I wasn't the one who was paying fees, right? It was my parents. So there are many things that you have to consider, right? Then there's this thing as well, whether you want to go for a diploma or you want to go for a degree, because again, degree is going to be costly as compared to a diploma. So there were many things that I had to keep in mind, and I believe if someone would have been there to kind of educate me, then that would have been great. But it is what it is. But yeah, never mind. I did my own research. Obviously I had some help, and eventually I ended up applying to 3 colleges. First thing was very sorted, that I am gonna go to Ontario. So first part was done, that which province do I want to go for. Second one was which college do I want to go for. Now before college, what should come up in my mind, that which course do I want to pursue. So first I decided the province, then I decided which course do I want to go for, and once I was sure that okay, this is the course that I want to go for, then I chose a college. There are many colleges who offer same courses. So because I had selected social service worker, I was looking for the same course in different colleges. And yes, social service worker is a course that Shreya College offers, Seneca College offers, I guess Centennial also offers this, and Humber College also. But when I was applying, the admissions were closed for Humber College and for Seneca College. I did not have much options, so eventually I applied for Shreya College. And I'm not sure if I have mentioned this already, but I had gone for a 2-year diploma program in Shreya College, and my course was social service worker. Now, just to let you guys know, I already have a bachelor's degree in social work from India. I had not gone to a regular college because when I was completing my graduation through distance learning, I was working as a flight attendant. So this is the reason behind that. But apart from that, like I mentioned, I already have a bachelor's degree. So generally I should have gone for a master's degree, but then like I mentioned, degree is a bit costly when you compare it with a diploma. And because I was starting everything from the basics, social work is what I wanted to pursue, right? Now history and everything is different in India, and obviously it's going to be different in Canada. So I was like, going for a master's might not be the best option for me, and obviously there were other things as well which I had to consider. This being the reason, I ended up going for a diploma course. Now, if you have enough money and you can afford a degree, I would surely recommend you to go ahead with a degree. But if you are, on a limited budget, not everyone has a lot of money, right? So that's fine, diploma is as good. The only thing is, yes, degree has the weightage, but it's all about the knowledge that you're gaining. So even if you have a diploma, that's good. Only go for a degree when you have that many resources. But yeah, that's how I ended up going for a diploma. Now, when it was sorted that I want to go for a diploma, obviously there was this thing as well, that whether I want to go for a university or I want to go for a college. Now again, the same thing. If you're going to university, you will get great exposure, no doubt, no doubt, but obviously it's going to be costly. And college is, again, it won't be as costly as university would be. So I ended up going for a college. I had applied for Shreya College, Georgetown College, and there's one more college wherein I had applied. I don't remember the college name, but it was in Windsor. I really wanted to get in Georgetown College, but then I received its offer letter really late, and by then I had already accepted Shreya College offer letter and I had already paid the fee, so there was no going back. Hence, I did my graduation from Shreya College and not from Georgetown College. Anyway, Shreya College is as good as any other college. The only thing is, diversity is not there. Mostly Indian international students are there. I was like, what is this? Honest confession over here, I was not expecting it to be like that. I was obviously expecting diversity, and that was not the case, especially in Shreya College Davis campus, which is in Brampton. So if you are someone who wants to go to Shreya College and who wants diversity at the same time, I would highly recommend you to go to the Trafalgar campus, which is in Oakville, as you would get to see diversity there. Mostly the local students attend that one, so I would highly recommend you to go to the Trafalgar campus. One more thing, initially my main campus was Trafalgar campus only, but when I had come to Canada, I got myself an accommodation in Brampton, and Brampton is almost 1 hour away from Oakville, so obviously there was no point for me to travel to Oakville every day for my college, right? The commute would have been very uncomfortable, so I ended up getting my campus changed from Trafalgar to Davis campus, meaning you can easily get your campus changed. The only thing I had to do was I just had to send an email to one of the coordinator to change my campus, and I gave the reason, and that was it. My campus got changed. So you can get your campus changed in any college. The only thing is the process is going to be different from one college to another, but you can surely change your campus as well if you are not liking the college wherein you are currently enrolled. Now, before I hop on to the practicum part of the video, wherein I'll talk about the unpaid practicum and how and where did I do my practicum, let me first introduce you to the sponsor of my video today, which is Help. Help is an amazing organization which assists students to ease their student life, that too for free. Help is funded by Serena Williams, which is, yes, the famous tennis player. So of course it makes Help a reliable platform for sure. Apart from that, Help doesn't have agents, but they have coaches who are born and based out of Canada. And of course that means they have a deeper connection with the students. So they advise and assist students accordingly, and of course make deep connections with them at the same time, as when someone has already been through the same journey, they tend to be more helpful, right? So again, just being based out of Canada again makes Help a very reliable platform. Now let me quickly highlight a few benefits that Help's Canada Express study package provides to their students. If at all you are a student associated with Help and you are coming to Canada in 2024 intake, be it January intake, May intake or September 2024 intake, you will get Welcome Canada cash bonus, which is around 800 Canadian dollars, which you can use towards your rent, towards your grocery, and you can even save that amount to pay off your fee for the next year. Help also provide free immigration services to all its students and free immigration lawyer which help students to apply and submit study visa application, and eventually you end up saving 2000 Canadian dollars for that. And not just that, once you'd be here in Canada and you would want to transfer your credits, or let's say you would want to apply for a different course, then Help's gonna assist you with that as well. Again, there also you would be saving thousands of dollars. Additionally, you will also get free immigration services upon graduation when you would be applying for your post-graduation work permit and for PR. So again, you would be saving somewhere around 3000 Canadian dollars. And Help is not gonna charge you any money, it's gonna be free of cost. So I will highly recommend you to get associated with Help and get the most out of their services. The link is in my description below. You can simply use that link to sign up. Moving on, let's now talk about the practicum that I was earlier referring to. Now practicum, another word for that would be internship or a co-op. I am going to use practicum because it was practicum in my course and that's only how I know it, so I'm going to go by practicum for sure. Anyway, so in my course the practicum was a mandatory requirement, and even mandatory was that it had to be unpaid practicum. I mean, imagine, how is that even fair to us? But we had no other option, but we had to get ourselves an unpaid practicum only, and we had to complete 600 hours. So since my course was a 2-year course, I had to complete 600 hours in my third semester and fourth semester. So in my third semester, I completed 300 unpaid hours in my practicum, and then in my fourth semester as well, I completed 300 hours unpaid. Now I believe because it is a social work field and you have to be selfless in this field, that is why the requirement was of an unpaid co-op. However, in other courses, for example a marketing course, it would be on you whether you get yourself a paid co-op or an unpaid co-op. For example, my friend, he's in Humber College and even he has a mandatory co-op that he has to go through. However, unlike my course, it's not mandatory for him to get only an unpaid co-op, right? So again, with different courses, I believe you would be getting different options. But yes, I would say having a co-op in a way is good because it will provide you with experience. You can actually put it in your resume that you have, done your internship or done your practicum in this specific company, and that will be counted as an experience. So whenever you would be then applying for the job, that experience would be helpful for you. Not just that, whatever you would have learned in your course throughout, you will get to actually apply the theoretical knowledge practically by actually working in the field. I mean, this is exactly what happened with me. I got myself a practicum in a school which was for autistic kids, and there I was working as a teaching assistant of developmental therapist. We worked closely with the students who were diagnosed with autism. There I was getting a better idea of my social work field. So yes, I enjoyed it. However, because it was unpaid, I felt like, why am I even here? But that happens, right? We are humans, we all want to get paid for each and everything that we do. But anyway, I had a great experience there. I got to learn a lot from there. And guess what? The benefit of having a co-op would be that that company can actually hire you and you wouldn't have to apply elsewhere. But then again, it depends if you're performing well, want to hire you, if there's some vacancies. But anyway, you will get the experience from there, right? So that is the key part. First, you are getting the experience of your field. You can put that in your resume. You won't be a newbie because you already have an experience in the Canadian market within the same field. And second, there are high chances that the place wherein you are completing your practicum or your co-op or your internship, they will hire you then and there, so you won't have to apply elsewhere. Anyway, I am working now, but I am not working in my field because I do not have a car now. In my field, in social work, you need to have a car, and unfortunately I don't have a car yet. This being the reason, even though I was applying to quite many companies, to quite many agencies, but I did not get any positive response from anyone's end because I did not have a car, and that is a mandatory requirement. So this being the reason, I'm not working in social work field but in a finance field. And if you want to know more about my job, then I have already talked about it and I have already recorded my first day at work, so you can surely go ahead and check that out. In short, if you're going for a course and you get an option of co-op, I would say sure thing, go ahead for that, because you will get to work, you will get to experience in the same field and in Canadian market, and there would be high chances that you will get hired in the same place, or you would eventually network with people who are already working in the field, and using their reference you can work elsewhere. So that would be a great benefit of co-op. The only disadvantage of having a co-op would be if it's not paid. Generally you won't get paid enough in co-op, but even if you're getting a decent amount, that should be fine. Unlike in my scenario, I was not getting paid at all. Anyway, that thing is done, but I just wonder what if I would have actually got paid for those 600 hours. I mean, things would have been different now, right? But anyway, what's done is done. I really want to talk more and more about my journey, but I believe the video is going to be really lengthy now. If you want, I can do a second part of this video and I can talk more and more about my field, specifically social work field, and what all I did in my practicum. I did my practicum in a school. I worked there as a teaching assistant of developmental therapist, and I worked closely with autistic kids, the kids who were diagnosed with autism. And yes, I had a great time working with the autistic kids. I actually wanted to get myself a job in my field only, but like I mentioned, because I do not have a car yet, this being the reason I did not get a job in there. But hopefully in future I would apply, and we'll see how things would work out for me. And I really hope you would find this video informative and helpful. Share this video with those whom you think would find this video really helpful. Now, thank you so much. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Till then, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye. Take care.